Welcome back to Headlines. I'm Wes Austin, and these are today's top stories. A CIA official with top security clearance is charged for leaking highly classified documents about Israel's plans to strike Iran. FEMA not helping Trump voters wasn't an isolated incident. It is a pretty massive scandal, and I think it could go back years. Now, before Kamala Harris's interview with Sharpton, her campaign made a generous $500,000 donation to Sharpton. Oh, I mean to his nonprofit. So it wasn't directly to him, it was to his nonprofit. And President Biden dodged a question about doing a hostage deal with a really baffling reply that kind of seemed like he was threatening a reporter with the camera. A CIA official named Asif Rahman was arrested by the FBI in Cambodia on Tuesday for leaking classified U.S. documents about Israel's plans to retaliate against Iran for the barrage of missiles they launched on October 1st. It's good to know that someone at the CIA with top secret clearance is watching out for Iran. Who needs WikiLeaks when you have the CIA? The top secret files detailed satellite imagery tied to the potential Israeli strike and documented the different kinds of missiles on hand. But the CIA said that it was one rogue leaker, so problem solved. I guess we can all just forget about it now. Because if the CIA says it's fine, history shows it's totally fine, right? What I want to know is how exactly did the FBI find him all the way in Cambodia? Does the FBI have a lot of offices in Cambodia? Or maybe they got a phone call from the CIA. Hey, you know that guy that you're looking for? He acted alone. He's at the JW Marriott in Phnom Penh, room 414. He's waiting for you. Who else thinks that maybe Asif gave his boss at the CIA one too many suggestions on how to improve? Remember, kids, if you ever work for the CIA and suddenly get a free trip to Cambodia, it might be time to start shredding your documents. A FEMA official was fired after she was accused of discriminating against Donald Trump supporting hurricane victims in Florida. She allegedly told disaster relief workers to skip homes with Trump signs. Some believe that this could just be an isolated incident, but another former FEMA employee came forward and said that these kinds of actions were systemic and that the bias against Trump supporters dates back years and was justified as part of an effort to serve marginalized communities first. I don't know. If you're standing in a flooded kitchen, I'd say you're pretty marginalized. Here's the FEMA official who was fired discussing this in an interview.
So this is not isolated. This is a colossal event of avoidance, not just in the state of Florida, but you will find avoidance in the Carolinas.
A colossal event of avoidance? That sounds like Kamala Harris supporters in Thanksgiving. Well, look, at least we can rely on FEMA to tell us the truth, right?
Senior leadership will lie to you and tell you that they do not know. But if you ask the DSA crew leads and specialists what they are experiencing in the field, they will tell you. Demand for FEMA to give you those incident reports.
The real shocker isn't that FEMA was ignoring Trump supporters, it's that someone finally got fired over it. Usually, they just get promoted. Before Vice President Kamala Harris sat down for a softball interview with Sharpton, her campaign made a generous $500,000 donation to his nonprofit, because nothing says unbiased journalism like paying for praise in advance. According to the Federal Election Commission's records, Kamala Harris's team made two donations of $250,000 to Sharpton's nonprofit, the National Action Network. And guess what? The interview was a smashing success. I've seen less bias at a family reunion where everybody's trying to get in Grandpa's will. If you're paying for interviews, it's no longer an interview. It's an infomercial. At this point, Kamala should have just asked Sharpton to wear a suit that says, "Sponsored by Harris 2024" on the back. When asked about his plans for a hostage deal, President Biden's response took an unexpected turn. Let's just say it sounded more like a threat than an answer.
President Biden, do you think that you can get a hostage deal by the end of your term?
You think you can get hit in the head by a camera behind you?
Well, that escalated quickly, President Biden. From hostage negotiations to workplace safety violations in 3 seconds flat. Looks like someone's been taking diplomacy lessons from New York cab drivers. Next week, Biden threatens to use boom microphones as javelins. Thanks for watching Headlines. I'm Wes Austin. Good night.